Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
I know. Guess who's back? I'm not going to start singing. I should. Like, if I was a really good editor, I'd have like Eminem, guess who's back? And of course, the garbage bin just fucking drove by. Like I said, I was joking. I manifested that. How you going? Good. How's things going?
I'm very good. I'm busy, but I'm good. And I'm excited to get a little bit back to normal life, I guess.
I know. Freedom to actually go and
finally see our family and whatnot. But I think my life won't change too much.
I know, because we kind of, are you going to continue working from home, or are you?
Till the 1st of December.
Yeah, that's really good.
Which that's is like, it's nice to work from home. I do really enjoy working from home, but also like I miss being in the office and like being around people and having a bit more of a routine.
I agree. And you launched your website during this lockdown. Tell me, how's it going?
It's been a lot of work. Thank God for lockdown, because otherwise I don't know if I would have been able to get it done, to be honest. Like just the time to just sit there and punch out recipes after recipe after recipe. But it's been really good. Obviously it's like really fun to see like what people want to see, because obviously you can like see their search keywords and that sort of stuff and what they're looking for.
Yeah,
and
geeking
like, see the analytics of like how many people are on your page, which you obviously don't get that much granular detail on Instagram. So it's been really good. It's been exciting and people are loving it. So
I think it's really good. And I think like a lot of people build their whole business on Instagram, but you know, after that like glitch the other week, I mean, that was a bit of a wake up, shake up, but I think it's also good for the website. Just, I don't know, just to have it all in one place and easier to find. But it's a lot of work. Like, and I think people think that we just sit there and we're still learning. Like, I think there's so many things I know with my website that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't compare to other people's, but I like to like, I don't know, like pick up on easy navigation. It's a lot of work though. It's a lot of work. So we do it because we love it, but it's also
a lot of work.
Anyway, so as usual, I thought we would, because when we discussed our last episode, I can't even tell you what episode number it was, but it was one of my early ones. And we did it on slow cookers. And that was, I reckon it was one of my most downloadable episodes. It was fucking good.
Really? Oh, that's exciting.
It was really good. And I think also because we gave some really good recommendations and I know people love their slow cooker, but how have you gone from that episode to now with your, because I think you had just bought it. I think it takes a little bit of time to get used to. It's a different way of cooking.
Yeah. And I love to oven slow cook as well, which I think is obviously a whole different ballgame. So I think the thing I like about it is that you can just pop it on, especially working from home. That's been a bit of a game changer. When you work from home, you can just do it at lunch, do it in the morning. But I found, I mean, obviously, I think one of the biggest things I said to you was that I hated that it was always so liquidy and it's just so much liquid. So your tip, having a lid off really helped. So that changes the game. And also adding corn flour in at the start. So like, you know, adding it into like the mix with, you know, coating the meat in it. And then doing that really helped. I made the nicest chicken curry last week with it. And it was probably my best one that turned out that way. And also my partner just likes to do those weird, you would hate it, weird recipes that you find on TikTok in the slow cooker. Yeah.
Don't. Did you do the ranch one? Did you do the ranch? Oh, okay. No, okay. He's okay.
So yeah, we've actually been having a bit of fun with it. And it's just, I don't know, I've just really come to it. I like the idea of it now. It's not so much, I've learned how to like not have it so liquidy. It's like more of a, when I do my curries, it's not, you know, I mean, it's not thin liquid, it's like more thicker, which is really nice. And then also I think tying in obviously into our little pie segment, is that like leftovers from slow cooked meals, you know, you can literally shove anything in the pie that you want to, besides peas for you.
We'll get into that. Oh my God, I just...
yeah, so I think that's been really good as well, because like leftovers, you get 2 meals out of it. So that's been really great.
Absolutely. And so then when we were talking about the slow cooker, so anyone that's listening now hasn't, go back and listen to that, but we did mention like, and that's when we were like, oh my God, we have to do a segment on pies. I am obsessed with pies. So weird. My kids are very like hit and miss with it. Sometimes they'll love it. Sometimes they won't. It's just like, we'll eat goat's cheese. We'll drink sparkling water with lime. Won't eat a fucking meat pie. I'm like, what is wrong with you, child? So I think rule of thumb is, what do we use? I've got the Kmart pie maker. What do you have? Do you have the Kmart one too?
that one as well. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's flimsy, but does the job.
Does the job, mate. And you know what I like about it? It's not too big as well. Whereas I think it's, is it Sunbeam, maybe the other one, or Breville? They're bigger.
Yeah, they are. And they get harder to store and whatnot. But I mean, they probably, if you don't care, if you care for pies, you're going to make them all the time, I probably would get that one. That just cooks it better and whatever. But honestly, my Kmart pie maker is a game changer. I love it. And I've had it for ages now.
Me too.
4 years, I think.
$29, mate. I'm sure the price has gone up since I bought it. $29. It does it. And I reckon it's so good. I do sausage and egg McMuffins in there as well. So, okay, this is the thing. We'll segue into all that, but pies, like in the pie maker, I don't just do pies. I definitely, you could do like frittatas. I do sausage and egg McMuffins, which is good because the size fits in a McMuffin, which is perfect. I do knockoff donuts, which are like cupcake batter. I think you do them too, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you did you do the Biscoff one? Was that? No. Yeah.
And it's one. I mean, you can put whatever you want in it, but obviously I love it. So I put them in, of course.
Lather that shit in. So it's a really good investment. And so shall we first talk about, all right, pastry. Let's talk about what pastry goes where.
Yeah.
Base.
Actually.
Base, I mean, what do we use?
Well, sometimes I'll do short crust. Makes it a lot nicer, but I don't know. You can also do puff on top, puff on bottom.
Yeah.
They're still both very nice. Like if I just have it in the fridge and it's like something quick and I just want to do, because I'll always have puff in the fridge. Yeah, as you say. So I'll always have that in the freezer. So if I've just got that, like it works really well to do top and bottom, but it is nicer when you put short crust on the bottom.
I agree. So short crust on the bottom, puff on the top, but totally like if you can't. Sometimes what I do as well is if I'm fucked, which is at the moment no, but I will pre-cut them all and freeze them. So I'll get the pastry and then I'll pre-cut the short crust, put them in an airtight container and layer them with baking paper, because sometimes it's an effort as well, you know, like to like make
a mix. And like
and if you're making the mix, but then sometimes I'm like, if I have them already pre-cut and I've just got leftovers, it's easy for me to whack something together. So I do that and I put them in an airtight container and because I'm a weirdo like that, but that's a tip. And then what do you do? Because I have something, but I don't know, like, so when you're cutting out the circles, and you know how there's like off-cut pastry, because here in Australia they come in square sheets. I know I see in America where they like fold this beautiful thing out and roll the puff.
Yeah.
Why do we not have that here?
You don't have that unless you buy the all butter puff pastry, which is like $12 for a sheet.
Keep it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with Aldi. It's all good. What do you do with the off-cut?
I'm normally pretty lazy with them and I throw them out. But I bet that you roll them out and make more dough.
No, I don't.
I've done it before. I've done it maybe once or twice. I mean, it's good, but I also can't be bothered. So I normally just like roll
put two more pies. You're like, fuck this. I'm not. Do you know what I do? I put it out. So I like tear them apart. So they're like random little shapes. And then I'll sprinkle sometimes garlic powder, some dried herb, onion powder, and then either freeze them or bake them and use them as croutons or something for a soup.
Love that. Great idea. I will actually do that next time.
Yeah, just like a little time hack.
The breadsticks got yesterday, the 12.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, they're sort of that shape. They're sort of like long, awkward pieces.
Oh, I just don't give a shit and like whatever. And then they just binge. It could be like you could like dip them into like a dip.
Yeah. Or even like cinnamon sugar for dessert would be nice.
Good idea. Oh my God. And then you could like put some on a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah. Genius.
See? We should fucking, oh my God. We need our own show. I did put it out to the audience. And so did you. We put it out to our followers. So every time I do an episode, especially a guest, I'm like always asking questions because I love people's suggestions. And I know that a lot of my followers are shit stirrers as well. So they'll throw some wacky, I'm sure you've got some wacky shit suggestions just to see what we would say. Let's take turns. I got one that just said turkey. I was like, turkey? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know, maybe they're from America and it's Thanksgiving time. I was thinking that because I know it's Canadian Thanksgiving at this point. So, I mean, I don't know. But then I thought turkey, cranberry and camembert, that would be nice.
That would be really nice.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I had a great turkey cranberry and brie bagel the other day, and it was beautiful. So it's in a pie.
Making notes.
Yeah, that's really nice.
What about you? What did you get?
I got a lot of like creamy chicken and mushroom, which I love. Obviously, there's nothing better than a creamy chicken pie. A fish pie.
Yeah, I got a fish one too. What did I get? Yeah, a mustard one and a mushy mushy peas. Gross. I fucking hate them. They should be freaking illegal. I can't even.
I love peas, so I can't agree with you there.
I know.
No, a fish pie would be nice. Apparently they do really nice seafood pies in Tasmania. That's what they like
would.
known. Scallop pies.
What's
so
that?
Really nice.
What's that soup that they do? The pies, the fish soup. Oh, what's it called? Yeah. Could it be that? I don't even know how to make that, but it's so delicious. Oh my God. I got spanakopita, like a spinach and feta. That'd be nice. I'm a sucker for spinach and feta. I'm like, yep, pide, yep, pizza, yep, filo, yep.
Yeah, that would be really up my alley, actually.
Yeah. What else did you get?
Mushroom pie, whole mushroom, which could be nice if you did it right.
If you're a vegan. A vegan maybe. Oh my gosh. The other morning I've been training in the park and there's this one vegan and I didn't know she was vegan. And I rocked up and I'm like, hey guys, I've got leftover empanada. She's like, thank you so much. And she's like, and then she was telling me she's vegan. I'm like, you do know that's like 99% meat.
No vegan.
Like, can you do a mushroom version? I'm like, how boring. Oh my God. I just
not mushroom, but like potato and
yeah. And I reckon mushroom potato, chicken like mushroom. Someone said beef bourbon and potato. She gets that from her local baker. That would be freaking nice.
There's nothing better than a good pie from a good bakery.
I know, especially when the meat's like falling apart in your slow cooker. What else did you get? Obviously chicken and leek. We've said that like 1,000 times.
Yeah, mostly I got a lot of creamy chicken. All my must love creamy chicken pies.
I think your recipe, I know that I think my chicken leek filo open pie has been my most like searched, most remade. I think I saw do you use charcoal chicken? Or is that just no
chicken breast?
You use chicken breast? Do you boil it or do you just cube it and cook it?
No, I poach it, and then use some of the poaching liquid in the mix.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got that too. Oh yeah. So I got seafood mornay, chicken and chorizo.
That would be yum too.
That would be really good. And then I would probably do that. I would do like sort of like a Mexican spin-off on that. So I'd put your cumin, your paprika. You could add corn. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I love corn, but sometimes it can throw me off. It has to. Or you could leave it and then make like a salsa to go on top. So finally, like some onion, corn.
And instead of mushy peas, you can top it with some guac.
Guacamole. Oh my God, we need to do Mexican pies now. All right, now we're getting the brain juices going. What else did you get?
I didn't get, like I said, mostly cream chicken, but I have a few good ideas that I've written down here.
Go on, hit me.
So I think, like I said at the start, like one of my favorite things about pies is that you could literally put anything in there. So one of my favorite things is leftover butter chicken.
Yes.
Takeaway, whether you bought a takeaway, the ones from Costco in the container are really nice.
Oh, Costco is amazing. Do you know what they do really well? Is it really good? Hang on, wait. Is this in a container?
Yeah, the big container. You know, in like the back section where the meat is in the fridge. Yeah. Okay. So I don't normally go out and buy butter chicken in a container, but I've had this before and I would buy it again. It's really nice.
Their Korean bulgogi is really nice. The beef. I don't know if I said that right. I'm really sorry, but the ones that you had Korean barbecue, that and their charcoal chicken is the best. I think sponsor this show, Costco, because so butter chicken, and then you could make like a mint dipping sauce to go with it.
So nice, and like even like potato on the side, that would be really good. Obviously like pasta, most pasta sauces, I mean not most I would say, but meat-based pasta sauces. So ragu, I always make way too much ragu when I do it. So my partner always next day it's going into a pie, you know it. With cheesy pie, I like to put like a little bit of mozzarella so it melts while you get it. So good. So when you bite into it, it's like a cheesy, meaty kind of pie.
Or blue cheese. You could do blue cheese as well.
That's nice as well. Bolognese, like obviously, you know, that could be nice in a pie. I mean, yeah, especially because they're little. Like the Kmart pie, they're quite little, so they're nice, like little, even just like snacks. Not even for, you can get 2 meals out of it, or you can have it for lunch next day, or you can have it as snacks.
Is that with pastry, or do you mean bolognese? Because I was even thinking you could just put leftover pasta in the pie maker in a little. I haven't done that stuff. It seems weird to me. I don't know. My brain just goes, it's not right. But you know,
yeah, you could. It probably would work.
Yeah.
And it would like all harden up together and sort of come out like a frittata, I guess.
Yeah, maybe for like, yeah.
And then slow cooked lamb is another thing I love. Like if you've got leftover slow cooked lamb, you can put that into a pie. And if you wanted to, you could add like extra veggies if you've got leftover veggies, like cut them up, put it in literally, and then you've got 2 meals. You've got like slow cooked lamb and veggies the night before, and then you've got pies the next time.
Exactly. Can make it tzatziki with it. That would be nice.
That's my favorite thing about the pie maker, I think, is that you can literally, if you've got like leftover curry, you've got, you know, something that's like, you know, slow cooked liquidy kind of thing that, you know, will be nice with pastry, which most things are nice with pastry. Yeah, throw it into the pie maker and you've got 2 dinners out of 1.
That is so good. I love that. I actually went on Pinterest to get some ideas as well, and I saw one that was Thai chicken curry. So yeah, like a green curry. I was thinking like, or any. I saw the slow cooked lamb and rosemary pie. That would be nice. And I think with a tzatziki, that's beautiful. I saw this and it was a Nigella Lawson one. And I mean, I didn't look up the recipe, but it was cheese and onion pie.
Interesting. That would be nice though.
I'm thinking like that would be really nice. I don't know what cheese she used. I'm curious. Why did I not do research more? But I'm thinking like a Gruyere. How do you fucking say that? Is it Gruyere? I can't say it.
Cheese.
I'm sure there wasn't just one type of cheese and it wasn't cheap. It was probably like, quattro formaggio with onion, caramelized onion, fresh herbs. Oh my God, that would be so good. So that's good for anyone that's a vegetarian. Lamb shank pie. And that was a Donna Hay one. And she literally had the bone sticking out. I think that's one that you'd have to do in the oven, and also bothered.
It'd be a lot of,
yeah.
Like I've done pies before where you slow cook I think it's on my website, where you slow cook the lamb and like do it all yourself in the oven. And it is a lot of work and it's really nice, but like you just have to, it's a lockdown activity.
And then usually it's not the only thing that you're eating. Pumpkin and caramelized onion.
That would be really nice.
I think that would be really nice. You'd have to roast the pumpkin first. This is always rule of thumb. I feel like to get the most flavor out of pumpkin, roast first. Do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's another fucking process.
Goat cheese and I don't know, you could add more.
Yeah. And the last one I saw it was another Donna Hay, and it's cauliflower and cheese.
Yeah, I love cauliflower cheese.
Me too. And I reckon I would probably roast the cauliflower. And you could take that so many ways. Like it depends on all the spices you add to things. So I think if you think of a continent and region and you kind of go for those spices, you can cook with different flavors. That's
really good. Now I'm hungry and I really want a pie.
Then I was thinking like mac and cheese as well. Oh my God. But it wouldn't be in a pie. Wouldn't be in a pie, like a pastry.
Like an open lid kind of pie, not without a lid on it. I've had a really nice vegetable pie before. Random, I know, but it's like really chunky pieces of vegetable and they sort of make the lid out of the chunks of vegetables. It's so good.
Oh, was that a pub grub?
Nice. No, it was from Fourth Village.
Oh, Fourth Village is nice.
Nice.
Like gourmet.
So good.
Oh my God. So if people are like on the fence about getting a pie maker, I mean, I feel like we've sold it to them already.
I would say
what else do you do in it? What else? Should we talk about dessert ones? Let's talk about dessert ones.
Yes, that's a good idea. An apple pie. I love an apple pie.
Can't go wrong. Good. Vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, connoisseur vanilla ice cream has to be the best.
Oh, really? I find that brand a bit sweet though in general, but maybe their vanilla is, I think you're right. You can see the beans, like the vanilla bean in there.
So it is a huge, you just notice a huge difference between
I'm fairly sure I get that one. Yeah, come to think of it. It's the black tub, isn't it? Yeah.
But I'll buy it when it's on half price. I have 2 tubs of vanilla ice in my fridge now because I wanted to get it the other day and it wasn't on half price. And I was like, well, now I'm just going to have to get Blue Ribbon because I'm not paying $11 for a tub of ice cream.
Because I will eat this in one fucking seating. Yeah, like it's not happening. What else would you say?
Nice pie. I mean, the donuts that we spoke about before, they're great. So good. You can just literally fill them with whatever you like. And because the ones I do, you put sour cream in them, so they sort of get a thicker kind of batter that it's easy to mold into the pie maker.
Oh, you put sour cream. That's a really good idea. No, I think sour cream. I think a girlfriend of mine sent me a tea cake recipe and it had sour cream. I think it was a rhubarb and apple, but with sour. And I thought, yes, that's going to be the famous word moist that also makes you cringe. But there's nothing worse than a cake that's not moist. Like, does anything piss you off more when you've baked? Because I mean, we probably don't bake as much as we cook.
Yeah.
And then when I bake and it's not more, I'm like, I'm fucking raging. I'm like, I'm so angry. I'm like, fuck this. I had 20 pans and freaking things. And I had to bring the butter to room temp and then whip it. And I was like, this is just irritating. And now it's dry. I'm like,
it's not moist. But if it's moist, then it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay. And you can also do, I reckon simple, you could do, so I do a few things. Nutella and peanut butter, can't go freaking wrong if you like that sweet salty combo. Another thing that I do is sometimes I get the puff pastry. I suppose you could do it with short crust, but I've always got puff pastry. So you've got the square and then I cut it into maybe quarters. So they're like strips. And then I'll thinly slice apple, usually green apple, just for the sourness. Thinly slice, I lay them all across with some cinnamon sugar or coconut sugar and cinnamon, whatever you do. Roll it, and so the apples are poking up a little bit. Pop it into the pie maker as though you would a scroll and press it. And so that's sort of not a strudel. Well, what's the other name for it? Not strudel. There's another name. But anyway, it's just nice. So it's a lazy apple pie.
Yeah.
When you can't be fucked to cook the filling. Yeah. So that's another thing. I said, obviously, you could do custard.
Yeah, that would be yum. I love custard.
Do
an apple and rhubarb pie. That would be nice.
What else can we do? Oh my God, we're actually brain down. Can you tell that we don't do desserts too much?
Yeah, I know. You could do something really nice, a summer fruit pie with peaches and nectarines.
Yes, sort of a cobbler knockoff, but in the pie maker. I reckon you could also just do a simple 1 bowl batter that's a brownie mixture and just cook it in that.
Yeah, you could literally cook anything in the pie maker if you want.
Literally, I haven't used mine for I can't believe I haven't used it for a couple of months. I don't know why. Have you not either? I feel sometimes when I bring it out, I'm using it for fucking weeks and then it just goes away.
Have you been? Yeah, I haven't used it for a while. I haven't made chicken. Chicken leek pies is my boyfriend's favorite food.
I know my daughter doesn't love it. I'm like, how are we related? She doesn't. My son likes it. She doesn't. I'm like, oh my God, why do you all like different shit? But sometimes you'll do the mix up. If I have a bit of both, but that's good. When I have some extra filling in the freezer, then at least I can multitask and make a few different flavors.
Yeah, which you can do because you're not stuck to doing one thing. You can do whatever you want.
And I think the pie maker now, they do it where it's got 6, not just the 4. I mean, I've got the 4. Do you have 4 or 6?
Yeah, no, 4. They have the bigger ones, which would be good for families for sure.
Can't bother.
They do take a little bit of time to cook. So if you do 6 at a time, perfect.
Exactly. And that's it. I think that's it. You could do a ricotta and lemon filling.
I like where your thoughts are going.
Yeah, I'm kind of just thinking now. Now I'm getting fucking hungry. Oh my gosh. And that's it. I should have looked up some other gourmet menus because I know that when I go down to Berry, where else? I mean, I know there's Harry DeWill's, but that's not gourmet. Sorry.
Bit of a dirty pie.
Yeah, that's
nice place in Dural that do really nice pies.
Yes. Oh yeah. Is it Glenori Bakery? Is it Glenori?
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh my God. I think we went there before lockdown and I just saw the queue and I was like, I'm out. I can't do this. Sorry.
Yeah. Apparently really busy, but that sounds nice. I would love to do that.
There's one up at the mountains.
Pie in the sky.
Yes. Yep. There's one up at the mountains as well. I forgot what it's called as well. Sorry, I should have researched places, but whatever. So that's really nice. And I think those places also make their own pastry, which makes it extra special. I've never done puff. Have you done puff before? No.
Not like too good.
Yeah. I'm like, no. I've always wanted to make croissants. I just want to make it one day, but that's just not happening anytime soon.
One of my friends made one the other day and he was like, it was great, but like so much work, I probably wouldn't do it again. I was like, then it's probably not for me.
There's nothing worse than a shit croissant. Like when you just go to a cheaper bakery and it's just, it's not hitting the spot.
Yeah.
And a proper ham and cheese one has bechamel in it.
That would be nice. I don't think I've ever had one with bechamel in it.
Bechamel is, do you know where I had that the first time ever? I think down in, where was it? Glebe. It was on the main street there. It was like some random like French but Vietnamese run, which the Vietnamese do like some really good breads and they have some really good bakeries and stuff. And I was like, what is this? This is not fucking bigger stringers. This is not cheap rubber cheese that I'm used to. This is like, and I was like, oh my God, my mind is blown.
That would be great.
So I reckon we'll share a pie recipe each. I'm going to actually get one of yours and I'll share it with my peeps and vice versa. But I think, I reckon we'll share some pie recipes because I feel like everyone needs a good new recipe. Maybe you can do that buttered chicken one.
Hell yeah, it's good. It actually is so good. So good.
Any excuse.
Pie, great. I mean, I would, like I said, I put anything in a pie. Anything that I have left over that I think, this could go in a pie. It's going in.
It's going in, whatever, mix it up. So if you had something dry, if you just say you had like, for example, a charcoal chicken, how would someone transform that like into a moist? Would you then cook it? Would you just mix it in a bowl with veggies? Like what would you?
I'd probably just put like some veggies. I mean, you could add, I'm trying to think of what kind of liquid you could add, not liquid, but sauce you could sort of add to like, you could do like a chutney, like some sort of chutney would be really nice. I mean, if you wanted to do a Lebanese charcoal chicken pie, put garlic, I'd be all for that. That would be
oh my God, a chicken shawarma pie. How good would that be?
That would be great.
And then tabbouleh on top or baba ganoush. Oh my Lord, a chicken shawarma pie. All right, we're on to something. Can we just set up a pie van? Let's just do that. I've got to do a chicken shawarma pie with baba ganoush on the top.
I mean, I feel like you could probably put anything in there. Like you could do, if you had leftover steak, I'm sure you could whip up a steak pie somehow, put some mushroom in there.
Chimichurri on top.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then I think you can also, I heard people use, I think gravy powder.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. To like thicken it up on the inside. I don't buy gravy powder. Do you buy gravy powder for anything?
I don't think so. I don't really make gravy that often.
I do have a really good knockoff KFC gravy. It's
I saw that in the book and I'm very
my book. Yeah, you better fucking make that great. I'm telling you now, when you make your pie next, maybe not the buttered chicken, but a pie. I have to say it's
pie is good as well. That's actually a really good point.
Which one? Hey?
Have it like gravy as a side for a pie is really nice. And obviously mushy peas and potato, but
yeah, exactly. All right, guys, I reckon that's a wrap. I think I'm freaking starving and I think we gave so many ideas and hopefully got the brain juices going. And that's the beauty. So whatever idea it was, make maybe it for dinner, whether it's a buttered chicken from Costco, whether it's, a curry or a roast or whatever, and then make extra and use it for a filling or freeze it. And then, always buy a packet of puff and short crust, keep it in the freezer. Now we've got another meal to make out. Yeah.
And for another night. It makes it so much more easier and you feel like you're winning at life.
Win a chicken dinner. All right, Danie. Thanks, girl. So do you want to let everyone know? Well, hang on. I usually ask for a recipe. It can't be fucked one. And I know the one you gave me, I think it was just lamb cutlets, but I reckon do you have any on your website already ready to go? A pie?
Yeah, I have both my pie, like the 2 pie recipes that I've done. I've got my chicken leek pies, they're just the best. They're so yummy. And also the slow cooked beef and mushroom pies. So with those, I mean, the recipe is to bake them in the oven, but you could obviously just make the mixture and put it in the pie maker. A lot easier. I probably would do that the next time, but it's definitely worth it if you have the time to slow cook some beef and mushrooms, whether in the slow cooker or in the oven. It's really nice in a pie with mushy peas. So,
I'll link that up in the show notes as well for everyone if they just want to have a quick flick over and screenshot or save it. Do you want to let everyone know where they can find you, where you're at?
Yeah, or it's Cooking with Danie. .com.au or just on Instagram, and Danie is Danie.
Do you know how many times, like I say, I'm like, I'm going to chat with Danie, and my husband's like, which fucking Danie? Because it's like, I know like 10 Danies. I'm like, but I know because each one of you guys spell it, well, not each, but like differently. I'm like, I know who I'm talking about. So many Danies, but thank you so much.
Different.
All righty. Thanks for coming on the show. We shall chat again.
Yes.